In this lesson, we're going to take a look at writing numbers in scientific notation. So how do I write numbers in scientific notation? For the first example, I have 85,000. Remember that the first number in the scientific notation, the C, has to be greater than or equal to 1 and less than 10. And then we're going to multiply that by the 10 to the nth power, and that will determine depending on our number. So I have 85,000. All right, so first of all, let's try to make this number a number that's greater than or equal to 1, less than 10. And I would put my decimal place right here. So my first number I'll have is 8.5. Now I'd like to look at this two different ways in determining which your 10 to your nth power is. So we're going to determine what this number here for our power will be. First of all, did I make my new number bigger or smaller? I made it smaller, so I know that I have to have a bigger exponent, making that exponent a positive. And I made it smaller by 1, 2, 3, 4, giving me to the fourth power. Now the other way of looking at that is to take that decimal place and where that was, and then determine how many places would it take. It'd take 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 to put it back, meaning that I have a positive 4 for my exponent. All right, so for our next example, I have 42,590,000. So again, we're going to make that first number has to be greater than or equal to 1, less than 10. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to rewrite my first original number. Okay, so to place that decimal place, if I place the decimal place right here, I have 4.259, and that makes a number that is greater than or equal to 1, less than 10. So that will become my first part, that's C, in my problem. Now remember then it has to be 10 to the nth power, so we're trying to find our exponent now. So again, I have a number. If I were to look at this, I just made my new number small. So I know that I need to have a larger exponent, meaning a positive exponent, or I look at how many would it take for me to put my decimal place back, and it would take me 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, or we would look at that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 to the positive 7th power. All right, so I have 0.00023. So I'm going to just rewrite this here to make it a little bit easier. All right, so now I need to place that decimal place in because remember the first number has to be greater than or equal to 1, less than 10. So I'm going to place my decimal place right here, making that a 2.3 for my first number. Now I need to take a look. First of all, I'm going to look at this as, did I make my new number bigger or smaller? Well, I went from this decimal to this whole number with a decimal. So I made it bigger, meaning I'm going to have a smaller exponent. So when I'm looking for this, and another way of looking at it is if I'm going to start right here, I need to count how many places I'm going to put it back. And because I'm going to the left, remember that's like I'm dividing by 10 each time, so I'm going over divide by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10, and I moved over to the left 1, 2, 3, 4 places, so I would then have a 10 to the negative 4 power. So I have 2.3 times 10 to the negative 4 power. All right, let's take a look at our next problem. We have 0.1234574. All right, so now we need to look at this, and again, that first number has to be greater than or equal to 1, less than 10. So I would place my decimal place right here because 5.74 is going to be greater than or equal to 1, less than 10. So that becomes my first number. Now notice when I made that number there, I just made it, I went from a smaller number to a bigger number. So I know I'm going to have a smaller exponent. I can also look at that as I'm going to make it, to put it back, I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left, meaning I have a -5 exponent. The reason why we need to have these exponents with this base of 10 is that we can't just go changing the value of a number. I had 0.00000574 and then I changed it to 5.74. I need to compensate for that with this 10 to the nth power, which in this case it's to the -5. All right, let's take a look at this next one. Taking a look at this one, you probably think, well, that looks a lot like scientific notation. But if you'll notice that your first number right here, that number is not greater than or equal to 1 less than 10. It is greater than 10. So let's take a look at what I would need to do to make that number fit into the scientific notation. So in order to do that, I would need to have a decimal place right here. So what I'm going to ask myself is, did I make my new number bigger or did I make my new number smaller? I made it smaller. And again, you can't just go making a number smaller. So if I made that number smaller, I need to compensate for it by making my exponent larger. So instead of having, and I made it smaller by 1, so I need to make my exponent bigger by 1. So I would then have 10 to the 5th power. If you were to look at each of these and write them both in standard form, you'll notice that they're going to be the same number. I have the 35 times 10 to the 4th power. I put my decimal place right here, and I'm going to move over 4 places. So I'd have 3, 5, and then over 1, 2, 3, 4, giving me 350,000. If I do the same thing here and now turn this one then into standard form, I'm going to move this over 5 places to the right. I would then have 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So again, we have the same, these are the same numbers, just now this one right here being written into the scientific notation form. And our last example here, we have 0.00425 times 10 to the 6th. Now looking at this one, it looks a lot like scientific notation, except for that first number is not greater than or equal to 1 less than 10. So in order to make that, I would need to move the decimal place right here, making that first number 4.25. Now again, you can't just go changing the value of something. I just made that new number bigger by 3 places. So to compensate for that, again, you can't just go changing that. I need to then make this smaller by 3, giving me then 10 to the 3rd power. And again, if you were to take a look at both of these and find their value, you'll see that they're the same when you put them into standard form. So when I take and I were to move then this one, the original 6, I could be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, giving me a number of 4,250. Same thing if I were to change this next one by going 1, 2, 3, I'd have 4,250. And so they're the same. It's just that this one right here is the one that is written into scientific notation. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to write numbers from standard form into scientific notation.